Hello everybody, this is Stephen Thompson. I'm the host of the Stephen Thompson Experience. I have a podcast, I have a YouTube channel, and I also host a blog site as well. I am an educator. I work specifically in the field of special education, and I'm currently working on my doctorate in special education and the use of artificial intelligence in helping teachers better integrate technology and also using artificial intelligence to aid students in having greater outcomes in their learning. So I want to dive into artificial intelligence for the next couple of videos for a little bit of time on my channel. Now, I want everybody to know that I'm going to be talking about artificial intelligence not in a, hey, make millions of dollars using artificial intelligence. I'm not going to be talking about how to prevent people from cheating in using artificial intelligence, but I'm really going to dive into the basics of what artificial intelligence is and some of the examples of how I use it as an educator, to plan for lessons, to assess students, to help teachers in professional development opportunities. And also, I'll talk a little bit about ethics as well in future videos. But today, I really want to dive into some of the very basics. If you've never heard of artificial intelligence, if you're wondering what artificial intelligence is, here are a couple of definitions that I want you to learn. So, first of all, what actually is artificial intelligence? Well, that actually is this. It is basically simulating human intelligence, but it is done through machines and mainly through computer systems. And artificial intelligence helps machines perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. Now, this is different than having a calculator. We're talking about problems, decision making, and language understanding specifically. So it's a little bit different than a calculator or a Google search, is it's taking on the human role of problem solving. The next thing is, well, machine learning. So what do you think about machine learning? Here's the easiest explanation as what machine learning is. We all began school in either preschool or in kindergarten. And in preschool and in kindergarten, we learned how to count. We learned what our numbers were. We learned the alphabet. So instead of having a kindergarten boy or a girl, you actually have a kindergarten machine. And that's what machine learning is. You are teaching a machine how to perform human functions. Well, and how do we do that? Well, the two terms. One is algorithm. Algorithm are directions that you give to a computer to help it learn. So, for example, when you were in first grade, you received directions on how to learn the alphabet, or kindergarten, or preschool. One of those was learning how to sing the alphabet song. That sort of is an algorithm. Now, the next thing in helping computers learn, or machine learning, it is called a neural network. So a neural network is basically a model that's designed like the human brain and functions like the human brain, but it's organized with interconnected nodes or neurons to be able to process the directions that human beings give to computers to help them be able to learn. There you go. Next thing is this term, generative AI. Now, this is what probably is the most popular thing out there, because we all know ChatGPT is what we hear a lot about. And then we also hear about Bing, and we also hear about Google is putting together something called Bard. There's a lot of AI systems, and that's all generative AI. That means that it is a tool. Artificial intelligence can generate new content. So it can create images, it can create music, it can create text, and it does that by learning patterns from data that already existed. So you train the machine to identify patterns, and then the machine is able to generate text or content. And it really works with a prompt. So let's say, for instance, you give a machine, an AI function, a prompt that would say, you are a friendly and helpful instructional coach helping teachers plan a lesson. And you would start that way. And then at the end of it, you would get a lesson plan. Now, artificial intelligence just didn't pop onto the scene, at the end of last year. Actually, it's been around since the 1950s. So one of the men was Alan Turing, and he worked in designing the concept of the idea of a universal machine that could simulate any other machine. And he developed something called the Turing test that measured a machine's ability to act like a human being. Then we had John McCarthy, and in 1956, he organized a workshop at Dartmouth, and that is considered the birthplace of AI. And it's also a field of study, and he also introduced the term artificial intelligence. And Marvin Minsky, he also participated in the Dartmouth workshop as well. And he co-founded a lab at MIT along with McCarthy. So he was interested in machine neural networks and how machines perceived information. So there you have it. Basics about artificial intelligence. What artificial intelligence is, what machine learning is, what an algorithm is, what a neural network is, and what generative AI is. And some of the founders or original scientists who worked with artificial intelligence. So, Stephen Thompson, you can check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos dealing with educator wellness. And then I have a podcast as well that talks about music. I've got 2 novels on sale on my webpage. You can check them all out. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be talking a lot about artificial intelligence in education, specifically in the field of special education over the weeks to come. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.